ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి ఎప్పటికప్పుడు. ఓకే, చూడండి నిన్న మనము in TypeScript we have discussed about data types like string, boolean, so in the array, tuple, and we are having a other data types also, enum, never, void also yesterday we have discussed, any and void. So union and enum we are having. See, in the enum we are having a numeric enum, string enum, and heterogeneous enum we are having. So it is one of the new data types supported in the TypeScript. So in most of all the object-oriented languages like in the C#, Java, so TypeScript also available now. So they are also using the TypeScript in a object-oriented languages. So enum also it will support there. So here the main advantage of the enums are we can declare a named constants like a set of collections values like numeric and string values we can able to store it. See how to declare the enum. Okay, enum name, anything you can declare it, enum name. Okay, see first we need to create like this: newspaper, letter, magazine, book, or any age, details, location, salary, user ID, username, whatever it may be, you can create it. And then whatever properties we have declared here, you need to provide some set of value. We need to assign it. See, like this way we can assign it. For single one we can assign it, and other one if you want we can provide, and we can leave it there. These are the enums, how we can declare the enums. Okay, just go through this one little bit. ఒక ఐడియా పెట్టుకోండి చాలు. ఇది ఈనం, మళ్ళీ యూనియన్ కూడా అంతే, యూనియన్ డేటా టైప్ కూడా ఇలా మల్టిపల్ డేటా టైప్స్కి సపోర్ట్ చేయడానికి యూనియన్ డేటా టైప్ అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఒక సింబల్, పైప్ సింబల్ అంటే ఒక పైప్ సింబల్ వేసి దానికి మల్టిపల్ అంటే ఆర్. ఇఫ్ స్ట్రింగ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ దేర్, number, if number is not there, then other type to support. We are using a union data type. See, it will support for string and number. Here we are providing a code of string or number. It will accept only for a string and number, otherwise it will throws the error. See, display type, we are invoking the function but we are passing the value as a boolean value. What we have provided here, see here, this one, it should accept only a string data type or number data type. See, so compiler error it will provide, is not assignable to parameter of type string or number. This is the union data type, means it will support for either a string or number. So multiple data types to support for a single variable or a single function execution, we are using a union data type. And this is not required for us. And if and else conditions for loop, same as in the JavaScript. So already you have gone through these things, not required these things. And the main things required is interfaces, classes, and module in TypeScript. This is the interface. Interface, it is nothing but one set of blueprint, like set of properties and methods it will be containing. So see, we are having a, by using interface keyword and interface name, like I will create one interface. See, command is interface name. is the interface name. Properties, okay, name, name should be string, age should be number. Like this way we will declare a interfaces. It is nothing but when we are creating any method, we can use this id as a return type. Suppose here I'm having a user id as a return type of, see, I will provide like this. So within the constructor, when declare this one, okay, just a minute. Here export class name we are having, and construction. Here any type, okay. So having IDs, then any data type. So if I want to provide it as an any other data type, so I am having a custom one interface. I am having one interface name. So if I want to provide it for an, here I have provided any data type, but I don't want this one. I need a different data types, that is ID, user defined data type, this one, name, age. So it will accept only name and age properties. So name should be in the string format, age should be in the number format. See, you can check it here. Interface name. So here we are having employee code as a number, employee name string, and it is one of the method, get salary method. And another method we are having that a number we are passing. Here, how we can provide it is, we are having a see interface and key pair, key and value we are having, and here we are utilizing let variable name column key pair, means this one we can able to access it, and equal to some set of values we can able to provide it. See, okay. It means when I am providing as a return type ID, it will accept only a this data type. It's a custom one. Name and age here I am having. Suppose, see here in the ID interface, I will change one property. That is user ID, I will pass it. But here I won't change. It will throw error. You can look at here. User ID should be in the number format. Yeah. What it is showing? The property user ID is missing in a type. Name and age, it is containing the only name and age, it is there, but user ID it is having in the interface, but here it is not there. So this one JavaScript it won't support. These features will supported by the only TypeScript only. Because of these reasons we are using a TypeScript instead of JavaScript. Error goes. Why we are using these interface? It's like type checking. It means only same type of properties and variables should be there. So it is accepting name. So instead of here string, so I will change something. Again it will throw the error. See. So I will provide a true. It will throw the error. A boolean is not assignable to type string. So I have provided here a name is a string, but I have provided a boolean value. Means it will throws the error. It will minimizes the errors at the development runtime, and at the development stage itself it will throws the errors when we are using a TypeScript. Type checking it will provide, code navigation it will provide, intelligence. See, these are the intelligence things. Type boolean is not assignable to string. Immediately we can recognize. Suppose we are having, we don't know about this one. Okay, you are new to the Angular, you are not aware of that one. Do one thing, mouse over this one, copy these things in TS file up to here, copy it, just browse it, what it will provide. Okay. See here, public save name, it is string, override boolean it is there. Here the type string is not assignable to type boolean, means when override variable, when we are assigning the value as a string, so it will throws the this error. These are different data types, string and boolean, but when we are trying to assign those values, so it will throws the error. See. You need to browse it, so you need a little bit patience, you should be there. Just check it, go through one by one references. See, type boolean is not assignable to type true with boolean using being used by TypeScript for literal true. So we are having a interface name, okay, one property. Data type is boolean true. One more data property, string data type. So when we are using data is a string, so here we are providing is a true, but when we are trying to provide other data type, So that time it will throws the errors. You need not to worry anything. Everything will be there in the Google. You need to aware of that. I need to copy it that one, and I should be patience, and I need to check it one by one in the Google. 50 to 70% of the things will be available in the Google. మీరు అంత వరి అవ్వాల్సినంత అవసరమే లేదు. ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఈజ్ వాట్ ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది, హౌ ద ఫ్లో ఈజ్ వర్కింగ్ ఆన్, సో వాట్ ఐ నీడ్ టు డూ అండ్ హౌ టు గూగుల్ ఇట్. సో ఐఎమ్ నాట్ అవేర్ ఆఫ్ వన్ పర్టికులర్ కాన్సెప్ట్. సపోజ్ interface there, how to use interface. Okay, just how to create interface in Angular. Click here, so many reference will provide you. Google it. Order, see, interface name, id there, name there. So export and import one is next. After that I will explain that one, how to use. See here, we are having a interface name, student one, id, it is the number, name is the string. So here we are providing as a students return type, student of an array. So yesterday we have provided, so it will accept a array of numbers. In the same way, students array, number of id and name pair combination, it will accept it. See, and if you want to utilize this student interface in other places, we should use export keyword. See, this is the interface one. How we are providing interface name, these are the properties, and for a variable as a return type, column is the return type, value provide. So it will accept all the values. See, even though that property names also when we are missing, so it will throw the error, compilation error, because key it's there, value there in the interface property value, but here val, so it will throw the error. So many advantages will provided by the TypeScript. In this way we can write the interfaces. Okay, so normal thing you can go with. Okay, you can create and check it, this one only, this example you can refer it, and you can practice it. So now these things are high level one, later you can go with these things. These things a little bit. And classes in Angular, entire thing is a class based application, not a function based. Angular is a class based application. What is the class? It is a consist of properties and methods. This is the class name. See, wherever you go, it will be there, class name, for each and everything it will be there, class name. So in Angular everything is a class, because Angular is built up by the TypeScript. It is a class-based application, Angular. This one for a reusable component functionalities to create and to share the common data for a reusability purpose. We are using a classes. In how we are creating the interfaces, in the same way we can create a classes as well. See, class name. So it will be containing a properties. These are the methods. Constructor will be there. Class is containing. See, class can include the constructor. Constructor is nothing but this one. The main advantage of the constructor in a Angular or any in JavaScript is it is used to initialize the class properties. We are using a constructor method, and this is the method we are having. Nothing but in Angular, see, class name, these are the properties, all the title, data, entire thing is the properties, and we are having a constructor. Suppose if I want to use get user IDs, I will provide as one method. I will create. This is the method. See. Okay. So in this way, we can create a interfaces and classes. These are the most important concepts. Interfaces, classes, and the data types here, and variables. How to declare the variables in a TypeScript. These are the day-to-day life. Each and every developer should be aware of all these concepts. This is the class one. See, we are having one class method, class name. In interface also we have provided property name, data type, property name, data type. Here also we are providing this one. Here to initialize the class, what we need to use? By using new keyword, we are initializing the object, like class object we are initializing. See, by using new keyword, we are having a constructor method. We are setting up all the class bound properties we are setting, and by using a new keyword, we are invoking the class object and we are passing the values here. So the employee code will be 100 and name will be a string like Steve. So it will provide it for a code and name. And one more thing is inheritance in a class. In JavaScript, already you have gone through classes, constructor methods, class methods చెప్పాడు కదా విజయ్ JavaScript లో మీకు
చెప్తున్నాడు అన్న.
ఓకే
Yes, bro.
see ఇలా class name. So inside the class, whatever it may be, if I want to inherit, means I need to access the other object into an other one child object, like from the parent to the child object, if I want to access it from class to another class, what I need to use? Class name, we will use extends keyword in a TypeScript. Extend means inherit. From where I need to inherit that one. So class name extends this person object. So when we are providing this thing, we can able to access the name and entire thing constructor properties, whatever here it is there. All the things we can able to access it in here in this employee class object. We can access it. It is the inheritance. See, here we are having a name and we are passing some value to this one. So we are setting up a name variable. And here employee code is a number we are providing, and inside this method, see, extend keyword and super keyword, and means to access, like we are extending the person object. In the same way, we are to access in the constructor method, we are using a super. Inherit the properties and methods from the parent component to the child object. These things, okay, until you are practicing, you won't get anything. You will not understand. Interface and classes. Basic thing is interface name. So it is containing set of properties. And how we are notating this interface means here we will use a one variable as a return type. We will provide a this interface name equal to some set of values we need to provide it for a this IDs variable. Means it will accept a same set of methods and properties. This is the interface. What is the class? Class also in the same way will declare class name. It means it is containing the set of properties, constructor method and methods it will be there. Suppose if I want to access the app component in another component or any other class object, what I need to use? Class name. Suppose I am having a, just assume that other method I am having. So class, just assume that interface is one of the class object. So here it is a name is user ID. So that I need to use here name is, like this way we need to provide it one by one so that we can able to access the other parent component like parent class object data. We can able to access it in a child object. This is the interface and class. And these method overriding and other things not required. Label this one. and other thing is required one is module. What is a module? It will group all the files together to perform a single task. Module means export and import keyword, we will use it, and wherever we are required we can export it and we can import it. We can reusable things. These are the export and like modules. Export where variable name, some value we have provided, and if I want to access this greeting variable in my app component, what I need to use? First I need to use import that file name from respective path, we need to provide it and we need to access it, and before that we should use export keyword. How? Like this way: export class name. See, now what I will do, I will create one interface. Okay, this is also a TS file, interface.ts. What I need to use? See here, without I am using export keyword, I can't able to access it here. See, import this interface name, I need to provide it ID. Like this way we need to provide. Okay, what it is displaying is not a module. See, SR Angular 12 SRC app interface.ts is not a module. Why it is showing? We have not used a export keyword. Export interface name. See, error goes. Export and import advantages ఏంటంటే, if we want to send some module or file in one place to the another place, to courier, okay, we will do something, right? We will go to the any Blue Dart or post office and we are courier, we will do the courier. So how it will come? So they will send that to the respective candidate or that particular location, they will send it. So in the same way here also we are using export, something we are exporting by using export keyword. Export, here we are having a class name, but here we are using a export interface name. And see here, export class module name, whatever it may be, you can use a export keyword, then we can able to access this class name, interface name, any other directive pipe. In future you will get to know all the other features. So how to import it? Like we are using a export class name here. we are utilizing this one, import app module. I will remove this export keyword. Okay. In the main.ts, what it is displaying. See. Declares app module locally, but it is not exported. See. All these things are showing the same error. So that if you want to import that particular module in other places, we need to provide export keyword. See. This is the export and import modules. You can provide export, whatever it may be, any property, interface, classes, anything would be. We can able to export it from one file to the another file. We can export it. That is the module in TypeScript. And one more thing is a generics. Somewhere I have seen that generic. As a type, we will notate like this way. Open and closing brackets. Generic type. So it will accept only those type, it will accept it. Here. Generics offer a way to create a reusable components, and it will provide a make the components work with any data type and not restrict to one data type. See here what they are created one function, custom function, it is there as a return type, any data type it is accepting. See, here items also any of array it will accept. As a return type also, here we are providing any of an array. Here when we are providing as a generic, it will accept any data type, it will accept it. This is the generics. You need to more concentration. You need to provide it a variable data types, like all the data types you need to follow it, and other things, these for loops, switch loops, same, and interfaces, classes, module. These are the main things required in TypeScript. And these other things like static, read-only, data modifiers, abstract classes, if you are interested and if you are having a time, just go through once, you will get the knowledge. These are a little bit high level things. Okay. These things are enough for classes, interfaces, module, data types, and how we will declare the variables. Hello.
Yes, bro.
See, now we can start the folder structure and module structure. How module it will look like and how we will create a component. Just okay. Now from scratch you need to create one module.ts file. Module is nothing but we will provide a @ ng module. We will declare a module in Angular. See, so we need to use import. What we need to use ng module. See, automatically it will take. Now, how to denote a module in Angular is @ ng module decorator is an object. And module it is containing 4 properties, that is declarations array, imports array, providers array, bootstrap. And before that, see, we are declared this one, and then we need to use, we should export it. Export class, what we need to use, app module of, that's it. So now you need to create a all the modules. Declarations array, just see, automatically it will provide some suggestion. So what we need to provide, ng modules. Inside the ng module we are having a declarations array. These declarations array, it will contains all the components, directives, pipes we need to declare inside the declarations array inside the ng module section. Components, directives, pipes, we can declare it inside the declarations array. Next thing is we are having a imports array. Imports array, so to include all module, okay, in future we will be using reactive forms module, forms module, HTTP client module, whatever it may be, in which name comes up with the module, all the related modules should be declared inside the imports array. Okay, when it is containing, see, browser module, app routing module, okay, blindly you can copy paste it inside the imports array. Module should be declared inside the imports array only. It's a mandatory one for declarations, components, directives, pipes. And one more thing is we are having a bootstrap array. Bootstrap array is nothing but which component should launch us when application is running. Start to running, which component we need to start and display in the browser. That particular component we need to provide it here, app component. And then we should use one more thing is providers array. Here, whatever the services we will create in a Angular application, all the services should be declared inside the providers array. So it will create a single instance of the service. It means it will whatever the created instance, single instance, the same thing we can able to reuse it in entire the application when we are declaring the service inside the providers array. This is the module structure. At least do one thing, okay? Comment these things in the module.ts file, and by watching the videos, or you can copy paste, no, don't copy paste, just by seeing these things, whatever here it is there, just try to implement. Okay, import, open and double curly braces, module. Okay, ng module imported from respective core and @ ng module. Okay, here they have declared the two components declaration section and provide it here all the 4 files and do export class name, and then we can able to access it in other component as well. This is the module declaration. So now we can use component. So how the component will look like and how we need to create a component. Guys, are you understanding or what?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now I will create a component. Component also import. What we need to use? Import the component from Angular core. Again, we are having a decorator. How to indicate whether it is a component, module, services, or anything? How means by using @component decorator. @component. Here also it is having method. Why it is showing the error is declaration expected. It means we need to export the class. Okay. Okay, here it is showing duplicate identifier because already we are having these things here. That's the reason. See, component also a one class based one. Class name. So inside the class it will be containing constructor, it will be there, or any properties will be there, methods it will contain. And here this is the normal basic component structure, and inside the component decorator, it will be having selector. Selector is app hyphen root or anything, whatever it may be. Once again. Component selector. This selector we are using here. See, app hyphen root. It means this component, like here, whatever we are declaring, when we are utilizing this app root, we can able to access the entire this components data. We can able to display it in anywhere, wherever we require. So not only a selector, this component decorator, it is containing template URL. We are having two types of templates in Angular. One is template URL. It is nothing but separate HTML. See, we are having here separate HTML, separate CSS file we are having. Here it will support for two templates. One is within a .ts file itself, we can create a template. That is nothing but like this way we can create template and backticks. So these backticks, you can find it in your laptop or any desktop. Below of the escape button, it will be there, this backticks. See, it is a, we can call it as a template literal. We can bind the dynamic strings by using template literals. Multi-line strings you can able to do it. N number of lines you can provide it. Within a .ts file also you can able to create a template. And one more thing also we are there. We are containing one more method is template URL. As I told you that separate HTML. So we are having a separate .html where it is there. Dot. See, now I have targeted to the template URL is this one. In the app.module.ts file, I have declared the component template URL, but I have provided this path. One more thing we are having is styles also we are having. So single file like normal inline styles how we are declaring. The same way we can provide it in the component also. Style URLs it nothing but we can use a external CSS file. Like we are having a component is containing a 4 files .css, .html, spec.ts, .ts file. Within a TS file, when we are declaring the selector, the selector can be reusable anywhere. So this selector is containing the data of the components. Styles will be containing, entire thing will be containing, so that you can able to access a selector. This one template URL for a view of the Angular application is template, because in HTML when we are providing any content, that particular content only will be displayed in the browser. That's the reason we are using either a template or template URL we are using. See, like this way, that path we need to provide it. Styles URL, external styles, like that path we need to provide it here. And inside the class constructor, in the future we will get the all the lifecycle methods and service methods, we will use it. So all the things we can able to provide it. So these are the module creation. This one, this is the component creation. Okay, see, this is the component structure. Import component, selector, template URL, styles URL, export class name. In your app.module.ts file, comment this thing and implement one by one. Okay, line by line, type it and check it once, at least 2 to 3 times. Component as well. This one, how the component is look like, how we will create a component. Now we are having a inside the app component. So today I will show you how to create a, how to generate a component. See, Control C to cancel the termination. So we are having inside the folder cd node modules src app. So now in this folder I want to generate one component. See, just look at here, dynamically it will generate one folder, as well as it will update it in the this component. See, look at here. Ng means Angular, G means generate, C for component means to generate, Ng generate component. These are the shorthand syntax. Ng generate component, Ng G for generate, C for component. Component name I will provide users. See what it is created. See, create src inside the app users folder, users.component.html spec.ts.ts.css, and where it is updated. See, here also it is displaying app.module.ts file. It is updated component. You can go and check it here. What it is there? See, component I have generated. What it is there? Users component updated. What it is showing? Update within the app.module.ts file. It is there. In the app.module.ts file, I did a update. You can go and check there. It is providing. Okay. First check it here. Okay. Component is created successfully and automatically it is provided inside the declarations section. So Angular CLI, the main advantage of Angular CLI is this thing. Automatically it will handle it by own. When we are creating any component, service, pipes, directives, whatever it may be. So in the respective module, in the providers or the import section, automatically it will goes and declare it in the respective path. It won't wait for us to include it in the any module. Okay, automatically it will handle it by own. Like this way it will create. See now what it is created inside the app. We are having a users module. See, component.css.html we are having, spec.tsfile we are having, users.component.tsfile. See what it is there. Automatically it is generated and created. Did I do anything? Only I have provided ng generate component name users. So automatically it is updated in the app module.ts file and these 4 files are generated. See, I have not created, I have not touched even single line of code also here. Automatically it is generated by its own. See, today you need to complete it. These TypeScript concepts like variable, data types, interfaces, classes, module. How we will create and utilize it in a Angular application. Try it once and after that go to the component in the project structure. We are having a app module.ts file. This one create it by your own. Little bit you will get to know how to create a module in Angular and then create one Angular component. This is the component structure. In this way it will look like. And then go to the project structure, create or generate the component by using ng generate component name, or else you don't know how to generate it. How to generate components in Angular. See, here it is there. ng generate means G I have provided, component is C, component name here. Anything you can provide it. So that it will create a new component. It will create. If you are not aware of that one, directly do Google. It will provide the suggestion. Go through it one by one, references, all the references. Then you can implement that one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys, this is the today's class. Okay. From today, from tomorrow onwards, actual Angular classes will start. Don't miss anyone. From day 1 to day end, all the concepts are very, very important concepts.
Okay.
Okay. Don't miss it. Okay, guys.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Huh?